Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your July general reading. And I've pulled from the deck the Seven of Wands as your overall energy. You're trying to protect yourself from something. You're perhaps coming off as a little bit defensively, but I believe you have a good reason. You need to stand your guard. You need to stand up for yourself. Something is trying to encroach upon your space. Someone is making unreasonable demands of you, perhaps. On the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords. There is a through line here. You're protecting yourself against something that you have let go of. This feels as though it is relatively recent, but what you're letting go of is a series of negative experiences of pain or suffering, something that has made you suffer or someone who's caused pain in your life. You're releasing them, you're letting them go. And as a result of that, you feel as though you must be very mindful of your boundaries. It is essential that you establish them in a way that allows you to keep a healthy distance from something you still are learning to move away from. You're still teaching yourself how to stand up for yourself in the face of this relationship or experience that no longer serves you. I'm going to pull an oracle card to get us started here. And I'm going to take the Moonstone, whose key word is cycles. And it reads, I'm in the divine flow of my soul rhythms and life cycles. I like this. So it feels to me like there is a profound release that you're experiencing, a sort of series of deaths or transformations in which you've learned to let go of something that you perhaps invested in from a place of not accepting the reality before your eyes. So seeing that the situation was not in your best interest, and this can be particularly challenging when it comes to loved ones or the ways we've been conditioned and the patterns that have shaped us to recognize what is not in our best interest. And it is also difficult. It can be very painful to accept that something that we love doesn't love us back. This is a general reading, Pisces, so it isn't going to resonate with all of you. If you find that you resonate, please like this video, share it with others if you feel inclined. I always enjoy your comments and appreciations, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, so that I can continue doing what I love doing. Thank you in advance for your time. I appreciate it immensely. And the 10th house, we're going to start with the way you identify socially, the way others see you. The Page of Cups has been coming up a lot for you water signs. This is about openness. This is about, despite the challenges that you have overcome, the release of so much pain and suffering, you've actually washed yourself clean emotionally and spiritually so that you feel open, you feel fresh, you feel renewed, you feel invigorated and delighted in exploring your feelings, your emotions, your sensitivities, your intuition, all of the communication and connections you're picking up around you. This is what's fueling your enthusiasm and your love of who you are and where you're at. One of the unexpected benefits of healing is this sense of having moved away things that have crowded your life with pain and suffering, so that you are renewed with this fresh faith and belief in yourself, this fresh acceptance of who you are, and a joy in that. In the first house, the Knight of Pentacles is your attitude, your everyday approach. The Knight of Pentacles being one of building. You are taking this moment to pause and envision your goal, your end product, what you'd like to see, what you want to build, what do you want the outcome to be. And you're taking that time to meditate on the way to concretely and practically build this resource, this effort, this thing, how you're going to create it, the steps you're going to take, and really living in the first steps, really enjoying the first sketching and limbing out the ideas that will take you in time to your end goal. You're not trying to rush this. You're taking your time. You're enjoying every step in the process, and you're aware that you're starting at the beginning of something that is sure to be abundant. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your domestic environment, your family, the Ten of Cups indicates you're anchored in a community, a loving, resourceful, and supportive community. That is your home. That is your foundation. What a beautiful opportunity to make changes, to innovate new ways of doing things through your ability to share vulnerably with others, to have a community of trusting allies that are able to be creative with the ways that you share whatever resources you have. So this is what magnifies that sense of joy and resourcefulness, the ability to endlessly recombine and exchange with others who are equally as creative with the act of being in community together. What a foundation this is for you. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's something you have always trusted. You've always found strength. This has always been a platform for you to move forward from. In the seventh house of your significant others, the World card. The World card kind of feels as though your willingness to end difficult or challenging experiences, relationships, the willingness to release suffering from your life as an experience, the way that you are able to move forward from a place of your desire, even if that is cautious, that is careful. You are understanding how much you've learned from the former journey that you have now completed. You understand the rewards of that journey, even as you can be grateful for the experience that taught you so much of who you are, and that you have come to the power of creating closure where there was none easily given to you. You could easily go back or be drawn back into disappointment and pain and futility of the past. But instead, you have chosen to close out that cycle, understanding that that has prepared you for what you're moving toward now. In the first house, the Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Hierophant in the second house and the Five of Pentacles in the third house. This comes up often for you as a teacher. Some skill that comes naturally to you, something that you cultivate as part of your values, your principles, what you believe. The comforts and security of your home, your environment, you can show others how to do that. Others seek your advisement regarding that. You may even be skilled at providing access to others to gain these skills or this experience that you have under your belt. Something you do comes out of your way of balancing. This is about self-love with love of others, self-care with the care of others. That balance is reflected in the planet Venus, which naturally rules the house where the Hierophant is appearing. So you're teaching others something about this, something about how to care for themselves, how to make money and spend money, how to save money, how to utilize their the rewards or the excess or the abundance that they have in a way that is practical and aligned with principles, values, in other words, is sustainable. The Five of Pentacles is spilling over as a way in which what you show others is something you yourself are modeling in your own life. This feels as though you're changing the way you use money and resources. You're refusing the labels others have assigned to you based on your family of origin, the way you look, your cultural affiliation, whatever way you've been labeled, you are moving past that. You're recognizing that you get to choose your lane, and you are choosing your lane rather than being left off as on your own, as someone who can take care of themselves without support. This also indicates somebody who is with you through thick and thin. They've been through a lot of thin with you. This can be a friend, a family member. This can even be a lover or a spouse. But there's somebody who you've lived through hard times with. It's been apparently in a very loving context or community, but you are throwing off those who saw you in one very limited way, and you're moving past that. So this is about defining yourself in a very powerful way and having others come to you to learn how you do that or to watch how you do that. In the fourth house, the Ten of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords in the fifth house and the Six of Swords in the sixth house. You're listening to and seeking a lot of advisement from people you see as experts. You're asking a lot of questions. You're listening to the guidance that you're receiving, and you're staying curious. You're asking questions that reflect your interest in knowing more, in getting the details, in understanding the fine print, in opening up to the possibility that what you once thought was real, you realize and have learned was not real. Therefore, there are possibilities that you are only now seeing available to you. This is part of your recovery from a difficult past, it feels like. This can be a single relationship. It can be a lifetime or a challenging home life, for example. Whatever it is that you're healing from, you are on the path to recovery through this openness to new ideas, this willingness to put yourself in an environment where you may feel initially unfamiliar, but you recognize there are opportunities there for you to learn and grow. So this is a part of your healing. This is a part of your redefining yourself, relearning what you took for granted as comfortable, safe, as something that can be leveraged to producing something that is your very own. The World card in the seventh house is clarified by the Queen of Wands. We like the Queen of Wands in the eighth house, and the Moon card in the ninth house. You're so clear about what you want, particularly in terms of your most sustainable relationships, your most productive relationships. This can be with coworkers, this can be with intimates with whom you share a bank account, etc. You define these significant relationships, ones in which you manage resources together. You are very clear about what is going to serve you. What you want, you are clear about. You're putting it out there. You're determined to have that. This can be in terms of a negotiation over salary or benefits. This can be you selling something at a certain price and you getting that, or in exchange, you buying something and clarifying the details of that purchase so that you're sure that you're getting what you want. Those are just examples, but I do see you moving in a direction that is unclear to you. There is a way that you are brave enough, open enough to explore this mysterious world, this not obvious opportunity. There's something that feels as though you are navigating between a whole bevy of associates. Some you know are fake, and some you know are sincere and real, but none of them are revealing their true interest in you. This can be a description of the kind of work you do or the arena of work you do. This is a place where you can achieve some public renown, some fame for some of you, be noticed, be seen. But it is a murky environment, and you're aware of that. And hence, your clarity about what you want is essential in order for you to negotiate to the best of your efforts to be clear about what you're getting into. And something about this is describing perhaps the arena in which you work. For instance, this can be the entertainment field, or uh, the spiritual world, for that matter, a place where people can appear one way and actually be different. Or you may be a part of cultivating the illusion of entertainment, the film, or fame in some way. So, hope that's helpful. It's very powerful. The Page of Cups is clarified in the 10th house by the Four of Cups in the 11th house and the Five of Swords in the 12th house. So, yeah, there are things about the arena in which you work where you feel yourself to be very vulnerable. You feel yourself to attract a lot of the wrong kind of attention. And you're aware of that. You're aware that attention is neither good nor bad. It is up to you to navigate that. And I see you being very astute about how you choose your opportunities, your relationships, your experiences. It feels as though you are continuing to negotiate a way that you are not duplicating challenging situations or relationships from the past. You're seeing yourself as being very circumspect, careful about the allies you choose, the opportunities you choose, and the environment you place yourself in. So through some glamorous activity, one that's meant to reflect glamour and beauty, you are identifying something that you thought you wanted that isn't measuring up. And in that regard, you are continuing to be very careful about releasing bad habits, not aligning yourself with the very relationships or experiences from the past that caused you incredible suffering and hurt. And really protecting yourself, going in carefully, setting clear boundaries, and being cautious about any offers that you receive. I'm going to finish up this reading, Pisces, with the Seed and Sickle Oracle. Wow, that's a lot. I'm going to take the one on the top, the Aconite. And I'm going to look this up. What an incredible picture on the cover. Sort of an Georgia O'Keeffe antelope head, or with these gorgeous horns and a key. So let me look this up. The aconite is number 46, which reduces to a 10. That may be significant, either the 46 or the number 10 to you. And the aconite reads, aconite is a scholar's plant, always hungry for knowledge and the power that comes with learning. Through its wisdom, it turned the maiden Arachne into a spider and taught the first werewolves the power of transformation. You've made it as far as you can with the expertise you already possess. Now it's time to assess the gaps in your knowledge and focus on filling them in. A new class, hobby, or experience will be a rewarding opportunity for you to further yourself and become a wiser you. Very intriguing, Pisces. If you've enjoyed this content, check out more here. And until next time, namaste.